Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a video to show you how to change the LCD screen on the Motorola Moto E. So to remove the back cover, what you need to do is if you grab onto the phone and right here at the bottom corner by the charging port, I would say start right in here, and if you got any kind of strong fingernails at all, you can just put your fingernail in there, slide it apart, and then you just go down here. Just keep working the clips loose, and then you just keep working it loose, and you should be able to pry it off just like that. I'll include a link in the video description for any tools that I'll be using during this process or any parts that I'll be using during this process. I'll include a link in the video description for anything that I think might be helpful for you. So next, what you will need is a Torx size T5 screwdriver. As you can see, it says T5 right there. And you'll need to remove these 14 screws all the way around the outside perimeter, and they're all the same size, so don't worry about getting them mixed up. To remove the back part here, what you will need to do is have something that you can pry with. You can sometimes just use your fingernail too if you want, but I'm going to use this little pry tool. And if you start in this bottom corner right here, this actually comes apart quite easy. Now, it's coming loose, and then what you want to do is you want to tip it up to the right here, and then there's this battery cable in here. I'll tip it here a little so you can see. There's a battery cable right here and a connector, so you want to make sure to not pull too far. And then you need something to pry straight up on this connector, just like that. So next, what you will want to do is use the same Torx T5 screwdriver and remove these 3 screws right here. Next, what you will need to do is pry up on this little connector right here. It needs to turn straight up like a 90-degree like this. It's laying like this and needs to come like this. And so there's this little one here, and there's this one over here. And then we can go ahead and just carefully pry them out. This one has some tape over it, this end here. So you want to watch that. And then you can pry this one out. So then you just tip them up like this. Then you can get under the corner here with something, the logic board, and it comes out just like that. To change your LCD screen, this is for if you have this whole frame assembly, and we're just going to, instead of taking this all apart, we're going to do it with the whole frame assembly, and we're going to be swapping over the earpiece speaker and these buttons over here, the power button and the volume button. So the earpiece speaker, what you need to do is just have something sharp that you can get under it. A pin even might work if you don't have something like this, but try to get under this corner, try to get under the whole thing. If you're not careful, it can come apart and then it is bad, but you have to try to get under the whole thing, then pry it up, and it comes out just like that. And so I'm going to be using this as my new screen. So you can grab your part, your earpiece speaker, set that over in there. And there's only one way that it can go. You can see one side is narrower, one side's wider, and so it can only go one way. And then, so for this volume button here, it's got 2 parts that stick out here. The lower one is you need something to push, and you can just push on that. If you push carefully, you can push it right through the hole. It's just sitting in a rubber part, so you can just push it through like that. And then, so to put it back on your new part, you just get the holes lined up. It has 4 different holes. And you just push it back through the rubber, just like that. And then just do the same for the power button as well. And then you should be all set for reassembly. To reinstall the logic board, just grab your board, set it down on here, and then we're going to start reconnecting the connectors. So go ahead and line this one up, push it in all the way, and then with something you can push down on that connector there. And then same for this one. You have to watch that tape that was in the way. Just get it lined right up, push down that connector, push your tape down, then go ahead and put your 3 screws back in. Next, what you will need to do is get your battery ready here, and you can bring it over here I apologize for the lighting here, but you have to reconnect this battery connector. So as you can see right there, you need to reconnect that battery connector. And then go ahead, set everything down in there. Make sure everything clicks in. It'll take some screws to hold it all the way, but just make sure everything's in the right spot. And then go ahead and put your 14 screws in all the way around. Now once you got all your screws in all the way around, just grab your back cover, set it down on here, just make sure it's locked in all the way around, and you're all set. Thanks for watching.